Everything you're seeing right now was filmed with the smallest camera I've ever used. These are some of the most unique angles I've ever gotten in a gym before. This is the Insta360 GO Ultra. Over the past 4 years, I've been filming myself with this bigger camera and a tripod. So today I want to see if this tiny camera can get good enough footage to use in a real edit. I'm going to be testing out this camera in 5 key stages, but the thing that I'm wondering about the most is, can I film an entire workout without a tripod? Jarvis, stop recording. Now, Insta360 did send me this camera for this video, but they're not telling me what to say, so everything that's coming from me is my honest opinions and my honest thoughts. The first thing I want to talk about is the size. This thing is genuinely so small. This camera alone is only 53 grams. This is what the camera looks like against the Pocket 3. It's like a quarter of the size, which is crazy, or a third. So if you're someone who's shy to film yourself in the gym, this camera might be one of the biggest reasons as to why this makes sense for you. So this is the action pod that comes with the camera. The camera itself actually clips onto here, and this is what makes this camera so easy to use. And with this, you can check your framing, you can change the settings on this, and you're always gonna get the perfect shot because you can always see what you're looking at before you even press record. And the other great thing about the action pod is that you can use it as a control. And so if your camera is set somewhere magnetized on a machine, for example, you can just press the record button on this screen right here and it'll just start recording. It's pretty cool. So if you want to start filming yourself in the gym and you want to be super discreet about it and you want to be super low key, this camera might be the move for you. You know, you don't have to bring your camera with you, a tripod, and it doesn't even look like you're filming. So now let's talk about the settings that I used to get those shots that you saw in the beginning. So all of the clips that you saw was filmed in iLog. Log footage is basically just a way for you to color grade your videos later on. It'll just give you a better dynamic range. And if you do shoot in log, you're gonna need a conversion LUT to transform it to Rec 709. Rec 709 is literally just your normal color, you know what I mean? Like if you're filming on iPhone, that's considered Rec 709. And if you want this LUT, I'm gonna link it down below. This is literally coming from the official Insta360 website, and so I'm gonna link it down below. Since I am shooting in iLog, I have HDR active off. If you're not gonna be color grading and you want the cleanest footage straight from this camera, make sure your active HDR is turned on. Shutter speed I have at 1/60. For ISO, I have it on auto and have the max set to 6400. I had the EV at 0 and the auto white balance at auto. And sharpness, I have it on low, but again, if you're not shooting in log, just have it in medium. If you have it in high, then it starts to look over processed, just super sharp. For stabilization, I had it standard, but if you are gonna be doing any kind of running or any kind of huge movement, I'd definitely bump it up to high. Bitrate I also have on high, and then for most of the POV shots that I got, I had it on mega, because that'll give you a wider field of view. And for audio, I turned on active wind reduction for when I was moving around. But if you are gonna be doing a lot more talking videos, then I definitely recommend you getting a mic that you can connect to this. Now you can get any mic and you can pair it with this through Bluetooth, but the mic that I recommend you getting is a Insta360 Mic Pro. This is just way better than the DJI 2 that I had. Now I already did a comparison on that. I actually used the magnet wrong. I had the magnet on the clip that comes with this, and when I was doing my deadlift test, this actually came off. But I didn't know that you were supposed to take the clip off the mic and then actually put the magnet on the mic itself. And here's the test. Look, it's literally, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, this mic is not going anywhere. It's super stable. And for the darker parts of the gym, I was using their PureVideo Mode, which is their low light mode, and I will be testing that out later. I actually want to test it even better, so I'm going to turn the light off completely, okay? So the first test we're doing is POV shots. With this setup, it's so easy for you to get POV shots. You literally just put this around your head, or you put this on your hat, this black part right here, and you literally just mount it there and you just start recording. You grabbing weights, you setting up a bench, and you just going on about your gym lift. There's just so many ways that you can get creative with this. Now, if you don't want to wear this headband around your head, or if you don't even want this on your hat, what you can do is put this chest pendant around your neck like this. It's literally just like a necklace, and you just slap on your camera like this, and you can just do POV shots like this as well. This might be a little bit more discreet, and this might be a better way for you to, get POV shots kind of like this. But you do have to make sure that this chest pendant is underneath your shirt, and you're just gonna wanna magnetize it onto there. This way, this camera is a lot more sturdier than if it was just kind of, you know, free balling outside your shirt, kind of like this. Now let's talk about one of the main reasons as to why I was super excited to get this camera is because of the magnet on the back of this camera. Now we all know that the gym is full of metal. There's literally metal everywhere. And so if you can literally just stick this onto any metal pieces and go on about your workout, you don't have to think about, you know, setting up a tripod or anything like that. And you're not having to think about filming your sets. I don't know, it just makes your life so much easier for when you're filming yourself in the gym. And because of how tiny this camera is, you can literally stick this onto anywhere and get some of the coolest and most unique angles you've ever gotten in your entire life. I put this on the side of a Smith machine and I just started doing my incline press. I don't know, I'm just super impressed with how it looked. Now, one of the great things about this as well is you can obviously use it outside the gym. This is great for vlogging. Again, it's super tiny. Who's gonna bat an eye that this is even a camera for when you're vlogging? Because it's super wide, you can literally have the camera this far away from your face and it'll get so much of your background. You're this far away from me. And so this is where this camera comes in clutch for when you're hiking, for when you're cooking, for when you are traveling. You can use it for so many things and you don't have to think about getting your big camera or anything like that. You can just grab this, take it out, start recording. And so yeah, aside from just gym videos, you can also just use this for lifestyle. The other thing that I absolutely love about this camera is the hand gestures you can do and the voice controls that you can do as well to control this camera. So if you put your palm up like this will start recording. And if you put up a peace sign like this, it'll take a photo of you. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna add it in the video, but if I am gonna add it, you obviously saw it in the beginning of the video. Jarvis, start recording. You can't really actually say Jarvis, start recording. It's just start recording. So when this thing hears start recording, it'll start recording. You can also say stop recording. You can also say take a photo and it'll obviously take a photo for you. And you can say shut down camera. Now let's talk about the image quality. The quality of this for when you're filming during the day or anywhere that's bright, it's gonna come out super nice, super cinematic looking, and just overall just super sharp. But just know that when you're filming at night, you are gonna see some more noise even when you're using their PureVideo mode, and that's to be expected with some of these smaller cameras with smaller sensors. Now the sensor is 1/1.28, which is actually pretty decent for something this small. And as you can see, the gym I was filming at had great lighting, and so you can really tell a lot of the details in the shots. You know, you can tell my skin tone is good, the machines you can see as well. And I also tested the 4K 60 on this for when I was deadlifting. You'd want to shoot in 60 frames per second or higher if you want to slow it down in post. But I personally never use anything slow motion, and so that's why I never really shoot 60 frames per second. And another really great thing about this camera is that this comes in with built-in cinematic filters. This has built-in presets. Oh my God. And I actually love two of them. I have two favorites. It's called the CC film and then CC2 film. And it just makes your footage look so cinematic and you don't have to think about color grading it later. It's just cinematic straight from your camera. And so for low light, I did test out the PureVideo mode, which it did decent in the first gym that I was filming this at because there was still light coming in from the side. But if you were to test out the PureVideo mode and let's say a darker gym, you are definitely gonna see a little bit more noise when you are filming, and that's to be expected with cameras like this. And so just to be clear with you that if your gym is a little bit darker, you know, you might have to deal with grainy footage. If you're gonna be using this in a gym, just make sure that there is light nearby you and you try to film in the brightest part of your gym. That's where you're really gonna be able to take advantage of this camera. The stabilization that they use for this camera is called flow state, and it just does a great job of stabilizing your footage for when you're doing your POV shots or anything like that. If you're walking, if you're running, your footage is gonna be a lot more stable than if you were using your phone. There's also a thing called 360 horizon lock. If you have the 360 horizon turned on, normally you would set up this camera like this, but if you have the 360 horizon lock turned on, even if you set up the camera like this, the video will level by itself, and it's such a cool thing to have. And so it just makes your filming just that much faster. You can just set this up anywhere and it'll level by itself, which is honestly crazy. And as for the battery, the camera itself gets around 70 minutes. and with the Action Pod, it can get up to 200 minutes worth of filming. And another really cool thing about this camera is that if you're a runner or if you're a cyclist, for example, you can sync Strava or Garmin or Apple Watch data and overlay it on your stats on the footage. So this one is a really cool add-on as well. This camera is also waterproof up to 33 feet. That's another really cool thing, you know, if you're running in the rain, for example, or if you're swimming, it's basically like a GoPro. But just make sure you do not dump this in water, the Action Pod itself. The Action Pod is not waterproof, but the camera itself is, so just keep that in mind. One last thing, another cool feature that they have on this is it has Apple Find My. You know how you can connect your AirPods to your Apple, and if you ever lose it, you can check where it is? That's exactly what this camera has. You can connect this straight to your iPhone, which is another like mind-blowing thing. So if you ever lose this because it's that small, you can turn on your Apple Find My and try to find this. That's another really cool thing. Finally, the moment you've been waiting for, was I able to film an entire workout with just this tiny little camera right here? And the answer is obviously absolutely yes. You can get a full workout with just this camera here without any tripod. And I would say I probably got 80% of the actual shots that I wanted to get. Now I still would use a tripod for this just because sometimes I just want that clean 45-degree angle look. Sometimes there are no machines nearby you where you can get it on the side like this perfectly, and so a tripod is perfect for this. But nonetheless, I was still able to get so many unique shots, so many cool shots. I don't know, I feel like you can totally get away with just using this and getting most of your workouts. Like genuine, you do not need a tripod to get gym shots anymore. This is a great camera, great for beginners, great for people who are super shy and they just want to film themselves in the gym without really causing any attention at all. Like nobody's gonna know you were even filming. Like, can you be honest with me? Can you see where the camera is? Like genuinely? It's right here. It's right here. It's that small. Look, you actually can't see it. It blends in with the machine. For super unique type of shots, for POV shots, this camera is gonna be the one for you. And my final thoughts about this camera right here. Would I replace my Sony a7 IV with the 50mm lens for this? And I would say, personally for me, no. I like the footage that I get from my Sony a7 IV. I have way more dynamic range when I'm color grading in Premiere Pro. And I've said it already, the camera that's coming from this is not gonna beat it from that. Obviously the price difference and the camera sensor size. But for the types of unique shots that I can get with this, I am definitely going to be adding this into my gym bag. I'm actually gonna be using this a lot more. I do have the Pocket 3, but I feel like the Pocket 3, sometimes to me, I feel like the Pocket 3 is a little bit fragile. Like I feel like when I bring it to the gym, I have to be careful with the gimbal itself. But now I feel like with this, it feels a little bit more rugged. I feel like it can take a little bit more of a beating. You can just set it and forget it and get the clips that you want. But this, you just set it up on the machine or any kind of magnetic surface that you can put this on. I feel like that's just one, a time saver, and number two, you can definitely put this in smaller spots where you can't put the Pocket 3 or my Sony in, and you just get the craziest and most unique shots that you've ever seen. Who would I say this camera is for? If you want to be able to film yourself without having to worry about the angles, the complicated setups of a camera, and you just wanna film yourself, set it and forget it. Let's say if you are a beginner and you wanna start filming yourself in the gym and you don't wanna cause any attention and you've been thinking about filming yourself in the gym, but you've just never had the courage to because you don't wanna bring a tripod, this might be it for you. I'm a broken record, but the goddamn size, like come on man, like are we for real right now? But if you are someone who's already filmed with a camera, I don't think you need this. I think that if you were to get this, it would just be an add-on to the clips that you do already get with your main camera / bigger camera. If you want unique angles, then this is definitely a great option for you to think about. If you wanna check out this camera, I'm gonna link this down below, and my code is Jason360. Also definitely gonna be using this aside just from gym content. I'm gonna be using it for when I vlog, for when I hike, for when I do, car shots and stuff like that. And so subscribe if you wanna see any more of that. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you've been trying to figure out how to film better gym content, I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next video.